In this video, we share 4 real stories that took place in Afghanistan after the withdrawal of the American military in 2021. These are not rumors. These are testimonies, spoken by the families of Christian martyrs who are no longer alive to tell their own stories. Their words were carefully documented by Open Doors, an organization that works alongside persecuted Christians around the world. After the Taliban returned to power, believers were forced into hiding. Faith became a death sentence. Silence became a form of survival. For security reasons, some names have been changed, but the events you're about to hear are real. The pain is real, and the faith that carried them through suffering is real. We invite you to listen until the end, not only to hear what happened, but to remember those who paid the highest price for their faith. Story 1, Aasif, based on Open Doors reports. Names have been changed for security reasons. Aasif became a follower of Jesus while living outside Afghanistan. When he encountered the gospel, it changed him deeply. Not only his beliefs, but the way he lived, the way he spoke, and the way he treated others. Over time, his faith grew stronger, and a desire began to burn in his heart to return to his homeland and share this hope with others. Despite knowing the dangers, Aasif and his family made the decision to go back to Afghanistan. For 2 years, quietly and carefully, Aasif shared the message of Jesus with people he trusted. More than 30 individuals came to faith through his witness. Everything was done in secrecy: whispered conversations, late-night meetings, constant vigilance. But Aasif's father began to notice changes. He was a respected man in the community, deeply committed to Islam. He observed that his son no longer prayed at the mosque, no longer followed the routines expected of him. Aasif's lifestyle had changed. His gentleness, his restraint, his absence from religious rituals raised suspicion. For an entire month, his father watched him closely. He followed him. He observed who he met, where he went, and when he returned home. One night, Aasif came back from a secret gathering. His father confronted him and searched his belongings. There he found a book. It was a Bible. After reading it, the father was filled with rage. That same night, he declared his own son an unbeliever, someone who, in his eyes, deserved punishment under Islamic law. A month later, the father acted. He invited Aasif to go swimming together, pretending it was a moment of reconciliation. They went to the water. But instead of returning home together, the father returned alone. When Aasif did not come back, his wife Shaziz became terrified. She asked her father-in-law repeatedly where her husband was. He gave no clear answer. He denied that they had gone swimming at all. His responses were cold, evasive, final. Shaziz knew the truth, but fear sealed her lips. The next day, Aasif's body was found. Shaziz was certain her father-in-law had killed her husband, but she told no one. In Afghanistan, accusing a respected man could mean death. She knew that if she spoke, she might be the next victim. 40 days after Aasif's death, Shaziz fled with her 6 children, 3 daughters and 3 sons. Her father-in-law offered no help, no protection, no support. She was left alone to survive. Today she lives in a rented house. Life is heavy with grief and financial hardship, yet her faith remains. Shaziz dreams of opening a small bakery so she can provide for her children. Though her husband is gone, his faith continues to live through her. Story 2, Yasaman, based on Open Doors reports. Names changed for security reasons. My name is Yasaman, and this is my story. Yasaman was married for 11 years and had 5 children, from 1 to 10 years old. Her life was ordinary, filled with daily responsibilities and constant struggle. 2.5 years ago, her husband became a follower of Jesus. At first, Yasaman was indifferent, even hostile. She argued with him often. She feared his faith and the consequences it could bring. Their relationship deteriorated so badly that she planned to divorce him and take the children back to her father's home. Then something unexpected happened. One night, Yasaman had a dream. In the dream, someone asked her a simple question. "Have you read the Bible?" The question disturbed her deeply. When she woke up, it would not leave her mind. She asked her husband to buy her a Bible so she could make her own decision. As she read, something began to change inside her. She felt peace, strength, and a new kind of life. Slowly, faith took root in her heart. Their marriage was restored, and for the first time, their home was filled with love and unity. But their house was located near a mosque. People began to notice her husband, his behavior, his character, his quiet refusal to participate in certain practices. Suspicion began to grow. Early one morning, he left the house to buy bread. Two men followed him. He never came back. Later, Yasaman learned that he had been attacked and killed not far from their home. She was devastated, alone, weak, and surrounded by fear. But other believers came to her. They prayed with her, supported her, and encouraged her to continue walking in faith. Their presence gave her strength. Today, Yasaman raises her 5 children alone. Other believers help her financially, but only enough to provide food. She worries constantly about the future of her children. Yet despite everything, she continues to share the gospel quietly, carrying forward the faith her husband died for. Story 3, Behnam, based on Open Doors reports. Names changed for security reasons. Behnam became a Christian while living in Iran. His faith grew quickly, and when he returned to Afghanistan, he could not keep silent. He traveled across the country, speaking about Jesus, forming small groups where believers could grow together. 2 years ago, during a visit to Behnam's home, his cousin noticed a Bible. He demanded to know why Behnam had it. When Behnam did not deny his faith, his cousin was overcome with rage. He decided Behnam must die. Several attempts were made. When he failed alone, the cousin gathered others to help him. Eventually, they succeeded. Behnam's wife, Sanaz, knew exactly what had happened, but she said nothing. Speaking the truth would have endangered her life and the lives of her children. Now, Sanaz is a single mother of 5 young children. She recently lost her job and struggles daily just to survive. Other believers provide small amounts of financial support, enough only for food. Despite the hardships, Sanaz longs to become self-sufficient. Her faith sustains her, even in silence, even in fear. Story 4, Gulraiz, based on Open Doors reports. Names changed for security reasons. Gulraiz was known for his honesty and integrity at work. A colleague noticed his behavior and began asking questions. Conversations followed, and Gulraiz eventually shared his faith. Instead of curiosity, it provoked anger. The colleague threatened to expose him. One day, Gulraiz finished work and never returned home. His family searched desperately for 11 days. No trace, no answers. Then a call came from the hospital. Gulraiz's body had been found by the side of a main road. After his death, his wife Lala fled with their 3 children. They live in a rented house paid for by her father. Lala works in a sewing workshop, earning just enough for food. Her dream is to open her own sewing business, not only to survive, but to empower other women. Thank you for listening to these powerful stories of faith and courage. Every view, every like, every share helps these stories reach more hearts and spreads the light of hope and faith. If these stories moved you, please subscribe to our channel so you never miss another inspiring story. Hit the like button, share these stories with your friends and family, and help faith and courage grow across the world. Remember, the more people who see these stories, the more hope, love, and worship fill the world. Thank you for being part of this journey.